Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Game starts in 3, 2,
2, 1.
Du-du-du-du-du-du.
Find all the tape recorders.
Oh my god, this looks actually really cool.
Yeah, it's a fun game. But yeah, it's basically just like Slender. So like when you run, your flashlight falls to the ground, just like in Slender.
Okay, I actually kind of like the character designs though. You actually look pretty cool.
We basically are like the gang from Scooby-Doo, so.
Yeah, that's when I first saw it, I was like, I recognized like the characters from Scooby-Doo. I was like, was it like Scooby-Doo Online?
Yeah, Scooby-Doo Online, perfect.
New title for
Raggy. Rhyme rare, Raggy. Like, hey, Scoob, where are you? Over here.
Oh, that's actually sounds pretty nice.
I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo as a kid.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
They're like these totem pole things. If you see those, do not look at them because they will kill you.
Oh, okay.
So if you hear them, like, don't look in the direction that you hear them. Just stay away.
Are you into horror movies and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
My,
Oh, did you see him?
No, I heard him. Is it like a werewolf or so?
I wouldn't say a werewolf, but he's a menacing-looking creature. Ah, there he is. He's on the right.
I didn't even see him. Now
just trust me. Trust me.
I trust you with my life. So, how many tapes are there to collect?
I think it's like Slender. I think it's 8. You walk so slow. I think my grandma could walk faster than we do.
Yeah, that's actually what I just wanted to say. Like, we're walking so slow. It's like slow motion or so.
Right. Yeah, that's probably one of the bigger complaints about this. What's that?
I mean, even Neo with the bullet from the Matrix, you know, when he does it, it goes even faster.
Yeah. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
It kind of sounds like in my left ear or so. Oh! Oh, I see it. I see it.
Yep.
I see the tape. I mean.
Oh, you see the cassette tape? Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna pick it
up. Careful. Guys there. Okay, cool.
Yay!
Yay! 1 down.
7 more.
We can do this.
Oh my god.
It's just a happy stroll through the cemetery at night. That's all it is.
Yeah. No creepy monsters to be found here.
No creepy monsters or anything. See? I just did a full 360. Not a single bad thing in sight. We're perfectly fine. Whoa, jeez. Yeah, I saw him.
Wait, where are you? Oh, there you are.
Where are you?
Oh, no. Smeagol precious.
Yes. Smeagol loves the precious.
Oh, God, you can do it as well.
Yes, I can.
Smeagol precious.
Friends? You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you. Stop it. Yep.
Don't hurt poor Smeagol.
Oh, there's one. I found one. It's on the giant hand statue here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, out of 8.
2. And it actually gets like more aggressive than Slender does.
Oh god, so he's gonna like throw us in the air and stuff? Like that kind of aggressive?
Yeah, he's a wrestler in a previous life, so he just like comes up, he starts like doing backbreakers and stuff on us.
So he killed Batman like Bane did, and he also killed Rocky?
Exactly. Whatever.
Oh mom, is that you? Did you turn into a statue?
You lost your head.
There it is.
Got it?
Yes.
Awesome. Especially like with all the other
Oh, that's why I always try to avoid games with ghosts, especially games like what they call Fatal Frame and stuff, Clock Tower.
Oh man, I played Fatal Frame 2. It was really good.
On the PS2, right?
Yes. Yeah, I played it on PS2, and I keep wanting to go and play the first one because I actually played a little bit of it. And the first one I actually think is scarier than the second one, and so I've been trying to find a copy of it. Yeah, it's got some really good creepiness to it. It's not about like the jump scares. It's more about the atmosphere, which I think a lot of horror games miss these days.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the only good game that I can think about at the moment, and then I'm not including the Kickstarters ones that are coming out sooner or later, but it was Amnesia. That's like the only game, like, at
Right.
least in this decade, that was kind of good.
Amnesia did a really good job of making a very atmospheric game. There have been others that I'm trying to think of, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Fear, like surprisingly, is a very, very good horror game, even though it's like an action title too.
Yeah, I like the first one, and the second one only got me a couple of times, but the third one was just like that.
Yeah, the first one's really good at like combining action with creepiness and atmosphere. Ah, he's behind us. The second one, yeah, completely disappointed in that one, and then the third one was more of just an action game, I thought. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there was kind of disappointment where you could like play the in Theater 3 you could like play as a soldier and as the other dude.
Yeah, you could play as oh, what was his name? Fettel. That was his name.
Fettel, yeah.
Yeah, Fettel was the main antagonist in the first game, and then you also play as the main protagonist from the first game, who happens to be Fettel's brother, I believe.
Yeah, that's
it was like a weird storyline, and yeah.
So you said like instead of protagonist, you said
antagonist.
What's that? Is that like the villain?
The bad guy, yeah. Yeah, the bad guy is antagonist, and protagonist is the good guy.
Oh, but protagonist doesn't necessarily mean the main character.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean main
okay.
character. It means like a good guy.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, main protagonist would mean like the main good guy.
Oh, okay. I learn something new every day. I had no clue,
That's
really.
You got to keep learning, no matter how old you get.
Indeed.
Whoa. Oh, it's a head. Okay.
Oh, here you are, Mom.
Here's your head. I found it.
Yay.
Yes, halfway.
Woo.
Although my flashlight is getting weak.
Oh, is it? Oh, I got no problem in mine, though.
Well, aren't you lucky?
What?
He's over on the left.
Whoa! Oh, God, I saw it. You're a fan of Resident Evil, right?
Oh, yeah. Whoa, don't crash. Don't crash. Oh, it crashed.
Don't wanna be all by myself. Oh, that kind of sounded like I had to poop or so, but... Actually, what I want to ask was, what did you think about the movies of Resident Evil?
Oh, I just kind of separate them as their own thing, and I just kind of let them be. I've seen like one, and I thought it was okay, but nothing special. I
really enjoyed Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, but I never played Type 0. So I have no clue how that will be, but I will, wait until the
HD update.
Yeah, remastered version, yeah.
Yeah, I played 0 on the channel. I have a friend of mine who's a huge Resident Evil fan named Wayne, who always kind of guest stars on all my Resident Evil playthroughs. So like when I did Resident Evil Remake originally on the GameCube, he was there to guide me. And then I went and did Resident Evil 1 on PS1 by myself, and then Resident Evil Remake HD by myself.
Yeah.
And then we did Resident Evil 0 together, and then Resident Evil 2 together. So basically, like the first time going through, he's usually there to help me out and guide me through it. Although he's never played 3. So that's going to be like a first for both of us when we go to play that one.
Oh, wait, you never played 3 as well? I shit my pants when I was a little boy when I played 2, though. But I did complete it when I don't even know how I did it, when I was 13 years old, and I just completed the freaking Resident Evil 2 without a walkthrough. A year ago, I completed it again, like with an emulator on my PC.
Look at the statue. That is creepy.
So he has like a massive tongue, right?
Right, and like no eyes. Ah, he's there. It's interesting to think about the days before the internet and like trying to play games without strategy guides. I remember the first time that I've ever played a game and actually tried using an online guide. It was Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah.
I was at my cousin's house, we were fighting Metal Gear. and we couldn't figure it out. And we were like, what are we going to do? And my cousin, because we didn't have a memory card, and we were just renting the game. And my cousin was like, he's like, well, I have the internet. We could go online and see if like there's a guide for it. And I'm like, a guide online? That doesn't make any sense. We went online. He moved. But yeah, so we were, he's right there. We looked it up online, and we found a guide that even showed like a special tip on how to beat him, and we ended up beating the game. So it was just like, well, that was cool. But at the same time, it's like you kind of lose something when you look up a guide online. Yeah,
it's not a pleasure, but it's like you did do it completely yourself.
Right. Most of the time I'll try and beat something on my own, but like especially with doing the channel, it's like I don't want to waste people's time. So I just sometimes I'll be like, okay, I can't figure this out the first few times, so I'm gonna just go look it up so that I can get through it and move on for the viewers.
It's funny because I only completed Metal Gear Solid 1 as well as a little boy when I was 14, 15. Also like completed by myself. Then I also completed on PS2, I think, Metal Gear Solid 3. And then Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5, but I never completed 2, nor did I ever play Metal Gear Solid 2 because I didn't like it because it was with Raiden. So there was
I don't think you're necessarily wrong for thinking that way. I played MGS1 so many times over that I had memorized every single line in that game like a movie. It's my favorite game of all time. He's right there.
It's mine, my number 2 at least.
Okay.
I think that my number 1 is still Resident Evil 2 though.
It's a good choice for sure.
You know what I love so much about Metal Gear Solid is just like the story-driven part. How Hideo Kojima created the whole story arc behind it, and how he like pushed it through 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
4 and 5. I mean, no 6, but you know how he created that. That's just unbelievable.
Oh yeah, you know? No, I was a fan. Like the first time I played Metal Gear Solid, like I was completely blown away because it showed that video games could be like blockbuster movie style experiences. And it was the first game to really do that in a way that even today some games have trouble doing. Like
yeah, you know, they're like more graphics now. Nowadays, they care more about the graphics than the actual storyline, and that sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I played Thomas Was Alone not too long ago, which is just a game about blocks, but the blocks have personalities and there's a story revolving around it, and it just goes to show that graphics, while are kind of a nice little additional feature, don't make the game. So you got to you got to understand that like graphics are nice, but not everything. But yeah, the first Metal Gear Solid just completely blew me away with having like this blockbuster style action game with such a deep story and fleshed out characters, and it just really showed me what a games could be. And to this day, games still try to replicate what Metal Gear Solid did back in 1998.
Yeah.
So
such a long time.
Exactly.
70 years. Holy crap.
So yeah, so that's why it's like one of my favorite games of all time. But anyway, way off. I went on so many tangents there, but he's right there. But Metal Gear Solid 2 I played over and over again as well. And I think if you can get past the whole Raiden thing, it's actually a very fun and very good game.
Oh no!
Oh, no, Wretic! I'm all alone. Actually, no, you'll come back as a ghost and you can still follow me and guide me.
Oh, I am a ghost now. You're close to one.
I hear what. Yep, there it is. Hey, I see you.
Oh, you see me?
Hi.
Hello. That's cool. Well, you can spoil it for me though. Like a Metal Gear Solid 2 that does like a Raiden like turn into like the robot like he became in Metal Gear Rising and stuff.
It's not in that game. No, that game is before that all happened. So you'll see him pre-cyborg. But you do see him get the sword that he has later on. So like that's part of the game in the first. He's there. There he is. I definitely recommend, if you haven't played MGS2, to definitely play through it at least once, just for the story and everything.
So why in MGS5 he is like young again?
Well, MGS3 is not Snake; it's Big Boss.
What?
And then MGS5 is Big Boss as well. Snake from MGS 1, 2, and 4 is a clone of Big Boss. So that's why in MGS 3 it looks just like Snake, because Snake is a clone of Big Boss, but it is Big Boss in MGS 3.
Okay, that's really confusing.
Yeah.
Why did they clone him? To make like a perfect soldier or so?
Right. When MGS 3 came out, everyone was like, it takes place in the 60s, but Snake looks the same age as he does in MGS like 2, which is like 2020.
Yeah,
so it's like,
exactly.
why does that make sense? Well, because it's Big Boss. It's not actually Snake.
But they still call him Snake instead of Big Boss. So
Right.
That's
He's
confusing as well.
he's Liquid Snake. Or not Liquid Snake. He's Naked Snake, and the reason why he's turned into Big Boss is because he defeats his mentor, who is called the Boss.
Oh, okay, now makes sense. But isn't it like confusing for the clone itself, like for Snake himself, that he's like cloned? You know,
Yeah,
to be like a perfect soldier?
He didn't know that he was cloned until Metal Gear Solid 1. That's when he finds out, because then in Metal Gear Solid you have Liquid Snake, who is his twin brother. They were both bred together along with like 6 other clones. So they were part of the Les Enfants Terribles project, which is the terrible children in French.
Okay.
And so they were bred to be perfect soldiers. How they did it was all the recessive bad genes went to some of the clones, and the good genes went to the others, so that they could make a perfect soldier. Liquid Snake was the one with the worst genes. I can't see a damn thing right now. And Solid Snake got all the best genes. Well, that's what Liquid Snake believes. But then at the end of the game, they reveal that it was the opposite, that Solid Snake actually has all the recessive genes, and that Liquid Snake had all the good genes. And then
But
Metal
he
Gear
still
Solid
defeats
2, and then Metal Gear Solid 2 reveals Solidus Snake, who is another one of the clones, and we could talk about Metal Gear Solid probably for like 3 hours, and it still wouldn't be enough.
And then they're like,
there's your
we
dead
no longer need
body.
you. Yeah.
There's your dead body. I found it.
Oh no, I don't see it. Well, good
Yeah.
for me. I don't want to see it.
As soon as Metal Gear Solid 5 comes out, that's pretty much it for Kojima. He'll probably go on and work on his own on other stuff by himself.
Well, I was hoping they would probably Kickstarter so Silent Hills, but I don't see that happening.
Well, there's another game coming out that I would highly recommend checking out called
Allison Road.
Yep, Allison Road. Yep. I can't see anything.
Yeah. Oh! Holy shit! I just saw it happening. I just saw you like getting picked up. I was like, what?
We found 4 of 8. Oh man. Well, that was fun, and we got to talk about like Metal Gear Solid, which is like one of my favorite things to talk about. I love that game.